Chair recognizes the Dean of the Senate for a highly privileged motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Before we adjourn, I yield to Senator Eckhart for memorial recognition.
Senator Eckhart, you're recognized.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, and thank you, Dean Zaffirini. Dean Zaffirini and I lost a treasured constituent last night, actually 2 nights ago, as it is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. It was Ronnie Dugger. He was a treasure of the Texas literati. Ronnie Dugger, at the age of 24, after graduating from the University of Texas, was the very first editor of the Texas Observer. After being the first editor of the Texas Observer, he was the youngest ever editor of Harper's Magazine. He was recruited to be the editor of the Texas Observer by a number of people, including my father. And also my mother's first husband wrote for the Texas Observer, along with a host of other really amazing investigative journalists over the decades. Ronnie was a true lover of Texas, an honest lover of Texas. He loved Texas and celebrated Texas at its best, but he also held Texas accountable at its worst. On the masthead of the Observer, he insisted that it be printed, "We will serve no group or party, but will hew hard to the truth as we find it and the right as we see it." And he made good on that pledge of independence. He certainly criticized both parties. He criticized politicians of both parties. He supported politicians of both parties. He wrote a seminal work on LBJ. He also wrote a seminal work on Ronald Reagan. He endorsed Tower back in 1966. He was an early, Senator Hall, he was an early adherent to concerns with regard to electronic voting systems, writing an important piece in 1988 about electronic voting systems. I loved arguing with Ronnie. My father loved arguing with Ronnie. Ronnie's iron sharpened iron. He was made of a kind of metal that we don't often see anymore. He was not at all or ever a loyalist or a blind partisan. He was always, always a curious idealist. And we will miss him. So I thank you for adjourning today in Ronnie Dugger's memory.